Only when you have peace that you can enjoy your joyful state or your happiness. If you don't have peace, how are you going to be happy and joyful? So, peace is a prerequisite. Meditation, what do we do in meditation? Think of an idea of something that, and the best idea that divine light is present in my heart. That's all, right? We start with this positive affirmation that with this thought that divine light is present. Now, if the meditation technique and if you do receive this pranahuti, it will convert this thought process into feelings. You start feeling the presence. Okay. Now, when you feel the presence, is it enough? Talking about money, for example, and actually having money, it's like that, see? But having money, let us say you have 10 crores today, and you lose all that one day. That 10 crore becomes a curse. You wish you didn't have it. Because you had seen the pleasures and all the availability because of that 10 crores and the pride that you got, it suddenly goes off. Likewise, these feelings also, when I say I believe in God, and some people go to some yatras or some tirtha and they feel that joyful state when they are in a state of pause. And then they lose it. Through meditation, when we repeatedly meditate, this feeling continues. But feeling is not enough either. I felt this transmission or pranahuti, I felt state of samadhi, or I felt a superconscious state once or twice in my life. It's not good enough. What do I become through the feelings? Feelings must inspire me further to become something, someone. And now this becoming is more important. Only when you have peace that you can enjoy your joyful state or your happiness. If you don't have peace, how are you going to be happy and joyful? So peace is a prerequisite. So instead of feeling peace, for example, if I can become peace, so becoming is more important. See? Instead of loving, if I become love, then this exercise of loving it becomes redundant. I become love in the process. Now, when I meditate and let us say I become so proud that there is no one better than me, or I'm a perfect CEO. I produce 200 million a year for myself, my family, and the investors. It's a pride thing, see? Arrogance kicks in. Nobody is better than me. When I also meditate with certain amount of arrogance that I'm serving God, that day my meditation will not be as great and my experience will be compromised. Per contra, when I become very humble and I offer myself, as they say, Saranagati to God, my God, let thy will be done. I surrender to you. When I have this attitude and I meditate, that experience will be different. So now my focus is shifting, you see, from thinking to the presence of God to the feeling. Feeling is okay, but if I can become something out of all this, in life that you get tired of many blissful states, you get tired of bliss also. It becomes a burden on you. And when you say, okay, my God, thank you for all this bliss, Satchitanand is great, but I like to renunciate even the bliss. Then you have come to a real state of freedom that you don't even care for bliss. That's a true renunciation. People renunciate the house, wife, when they get fed up of it actually. And they say, I'm searching God. God, it's not God who is lost. It's you, bloody, you are lost. See? God is not to be sought for. He's always there. It's you who are lost. See? So intuition, it becomes automatic when we, uh, on its own, in a very natural way, touch or reach out to a certain level of consciousness. And what are all these spiritual practices for? Only for one thing, to play with consciousness. You heard of Swami Vivekananda, right? And he says the purpose of any spiritual practice is only simple one. Okay, he says we have a very thin layer of consciousness with which we work. It's a very thin layer, above which there is a giant ocean of superconsciousness, and below which also there is a giant ocean of subconsciousness, and you are sandwiched between that. And you are only a film of consciousness, very thin one. Through meditation practices, you are able to expand this thin layer and allow it to touch the superconsciousness so that you can gather those intuitions in a very natural way. See?